Hello, I'm Russell Myers. Welcome to Add Unity for All. So, the FCC voted to repeal net neutrality. Are we surprised? I'm not. This and the tax reform bill, these are just the final stripping away of the mask. We've been living in a fascist state for many years now. We're living under corporate control. Corporations, Wall Street controls our government, and now they control our communications. What do I mean when I say we live in a fascist state? Corporations control everything you do, absolutely everything. We have never-ending wars. There's always an enemy to distract you from doing anything to fix our country. You got Syrians, you've got Muslims, you've got Russians, you got North Korea. Everyone is an enemy, and they all hate us for our freedoms. No, they don't. They hate us because we're freaking bombing everyone. Your right to freedom of speech is being stripped away, and the FCC ruling simply gives your freedom of speech over to corporations. They can censor whatever they want to, in addition to charging you for everything you want to do. This is going to impact small businesses, the poor, the middle class, and just drive up the profits for the corporations. They're going to be the only ones that can afford access If you think anything else, then just wait. Just wait. We need to be contacting our elected officials to tell them to object to this, to give a formal statement of opposition against this ruling. Contact all of your elected officials, your state representatives, your senators, all of them. Do it now. Don't wait. I will put the link below for contacting your individual elected officials. Let me get back to fascism. We had a rigged election primary last year. That's not a question, not a doubt. It's been proven. You can no longer argue the matter. It gets old having to go over this. We got supremacy of the military. When you combine everything that we spend on our military, which I will do a completely separate video on military spending. When you combine everything that we spend on the military, we spend more on our military than every other country on earth combined. We have over 1,600 military bases around the world, over 1,000 foreign bases, and over 600 domestic bases. That's 32 bases per U.S. state. Is that for our safety? What does it take for you to feel safe? This is all about control. It's coming down to where they're going to eliminate even a minimum wage. It's coming. The draft is coming. It's not far off. They authorized females for the draft last year. That wasn't an abstract. Congress does not discuss the draft in abstract. That was planning. The military has not been meeting their enlistment quota for years now. They've been involuntarily extending enlistments. But we keep expanding our military presence everywhere. We keep threatening everyone. We're threatening the entire planet. And now, the American people, it has come back to us. And we are the ones under threat by our government. It's time to wake up. It's time to do something about this. A government, people should not be afraid of their government. A government should be afraid of its people. It's time to rise up. Raise your voice. It is time for a real revolution. I'm not endorsing violence, but we need to be raising our voices and speaking out every day. You need to be contacting your elected officials. You need to be picketing. There is no luxury of not being involved in politics, because politics is involved in you. It's time to stand up. Do not wait. We've got the militarization of our police. They keep talking about how this is military surplus. How do they have military surplus equipment when we have forces in over 1,000 other countries? They keep having to raise the military budget. Where's surplus? There's no surplus. This is the intentional militarization of our police. They're shutting down protests. They're taking your voice. Don't keep waiting. Stand up. This is fascism. Stop doubting it. Do you think that a fascist regime tells their people, you're living under a fascist state? Do you think the Nazis did that? No, they didn't. Do you think Pol Pot did that to his people? You're living under fascism. No, they keep telling them how free they are. Do you think that when the stock market goes up, that it's a benefit to you? It's no benefit to you. That's telling you that they've taken more of your money. Wake up. If you don't understand what fascism is, look it up. Look at what the hallmarks are. And one of the major signs of fascism is censorship. Obama signed censorship into law last year, the Friday before Christmas. And he created what amounts to a ministry of truth. I'm actually going to give Trump credit for this, because he has not actually used that to the degree that it was put in place. He could. Congress signed off on it already. It's a law. He could censor anybody that he wants to. And he hasn't done it. So I'll give him credit for that. Not for much, but for that. But that doesn't mean it's not coming. It is coming. But he's leaving it to the corporations. They have the power to censor you. If you don't realize that, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for book burnings? That'll probably happen too. So, the more they give power to the churches, the more likely it is that we're going to wind up with book burnings in the town square. Get involved. If you're not involved, get involved. Get involved now. Stop waiting. All right, this is Russell Myers, this is Unity and Unity for All. Please hit like and subscribe and share this video. If you can, please become a patron on Patreon. Like I said, I have a long way to go before I hit 10,000 views, before I will even be considered for monetizing my videos. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.